Network Entertainment.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to wherever you're listening or watching my podcast here in the Philippines or all over the world. Welcome to my podcast, the RJ Ledesma Podcast. In my podcast, I like to speak to successful entrepreneurs to learn more about how they think about doing business, what are their success secrets, and how can we copy them in our own businesses. And today, I am so happy to copy the business of this woman, extremely successful entrepreneur. Hindi lang isa, kundi more than almost 10 plus na negosyo ata ng kasama ko dito ngayon. She is my idol because she runs the company which is the most followed photo and video company here in the country. Can we give a round of applause, please, to my very good friend, Charis Nino? Yeah.
Hi, RJ!
Charis, natang dito. Fan mo ata dito, ah.
Wow naman. Thank you, guys.
that's-
I'm so happy.
Yes.
Very, very happy to be here.
We are
RJ.
in the presence of somebody who has really built an empire or institution when it comes to video and photo here in the Philippines. I just want to know here right now, right before we start, I'm a wedding host, wedding supplier, we're together in the same industry. And sometimes we have to convince people na bakit kailangan mag-invest sa good host? Ito naman, I'm sure people want to invest also there's the competition is so fierce.
Right.
How do you tell them to invest in a good videographer or photographer?
Well, I think it's really the one and only thing that's going to be left with them, right?
Mm-mm.
That's a no-brainer, RJ. After the wedding, malalanta yung flowers, matatapos yung food, di ba? The gown will be placed somewhere in the closet. But what's really left with you is just really the memories of that day. And you want to keep reliving it and going back to that most beautiful day. And that's the only way you can do that, which is to have a great photo video team to document it. So I think people should really invest very well on it because, yeah, sa totoo yun lang talaga maiiwan sa'yo.
And having said that, Charis, since the time we've started, biglang, I mean, it's great. The industry has changed. There become
Very much so.
there are a lot of great people coming up. But of course, it levels up yung competition dito.
Agree.
And when we look at it, I always tell people, pagdating sa negosyo, you always have to have that secret sauce. What makes you a bit different? Anong nasa skills ng tao mo or resources or how you manage things that make you different? What makes Nice Print stand out?
I feel like it's really the heart that we put into it, RJ. I've always said in my interviews that in this cutthroat industry, there's just really so many talented people. Sobrang dami.
Oo.
Diba? Lahat ng tao na may camera, hindi naman yan papasok, hindi yan magaling. Sure ball, magaling lahat yan. So what really sets you apart is the heart that you put into it, the passion that you put into it. And ever since when we started, 2006, I've always built my company based on relationships. I value that a lot. And people feel that if you're very sincere, that you're not just here for the money, you're not just here for the day of the wedding. We go the extra mile all the time. And in fact, RJ, for the last 19 years that we've been doing this, parang naging ninang ng bayan na nga ako,
Oo
di ba?
nakita ko nga.
Kasi nga when we do, when we transact, it's not transactional. When we do things, talagang I give it my heart. So, like for example, no, sa celebrities, when we do their wedding, automatic, parang after nun, Ate Char, can we get you as ninang for the wedding? Can we get you as ninang for our first daughter? So it speaks a lot. Na hindi lang kami one-time thing. They want us to be part of their lives. That we become partners. Like through the years, it's like top of mind. Basta may event sa pamilya, kahit sa kumpanya nila, automatic they'll call Nice Print. So
I see. Oh.
so I think it's really a lot of passion and a lot of hard work and it's really the heart of the company.
Nakita ko nga lahat sa mga occasions, you make it a point that your business is about relationships because
Yes.
you really show up for all these different things.
Yes.
How
yes.
how important is it to build a relationship? Because it also takes time and effort to do this
Exactly.
one. Oo.
It's hard work if it's something that's not innately in you. But if like, for example, ako, mahal na mahal ko yung ginagawa ko, I really wake up each day so excited. And it doesn't really become work because, I see these people not as clients, but as friends, as lifelong friends and family. And I'm always grateful that these people allowed us to be part of their lives. Laking bagay nun eh. Kasi
Wow.
these are special events in their lives and like, you don't just trust anybody for that, di ba? Marami dyan, syempre, it's their kids' photos, it's their personal events, very intimate events. So they let us go to their houses.
Mm.
So they open up their lives to our company, and it's good to know that each and every time that they have an event, parang talagang automatic. Wala nang iisipin yung mga kliyente namin. We've become full circle with them.
Mhm.
I've had debuts who are now my brides.
Yes.
Okay. And then I have 1-year-old celebrants who are now my debutants.
Wow.
Galing, nakakatuwa. Talagang, wow, gives you goosebumps talaga to see that, over the years, the trust and love that they have for us. It's amazing.
And it's built really on the relationship na na-establish mo from the very start.
Totoo.
Oo.
Totoo.
Matanong ko lang, ikaw ba mismo marunong kang mag-video pati mag-edit?
I've never advertised myself as a photographer or videographer.
Oo.
That's not a secret. I don't. Of course, I know what is a good photo and not, right? But the technical know-how, I really leave it up to our very talented teams. And it's actually a plus that yun yung nangyari, that I'm a studio owner and not the photographer and videographer.
I see.
Because we were able to make these people fly. We have teams, like 10 teams, for example, and some of them didn't have the capacity to, to have a capital. Paano ba magsisimula? Saan nakukuha ng camera? It's not a joke. 'Di ba? Napakamahal ng camera and lens. And when you see a potential, yung mga dati naming personal assistant nung photographer, na-upgrade na sila, video editors na sila, SDE editor na sila. So nakakatuwa that you're able to touch these people's lives and to give them livelihood and to be able to give livelihood and touch the families, right? To be a blessing to them. So mas nakabuti kasi mas marami tayong natutulungan.
Charisse, how do you build such a strong team? Kasi syempre, marami videographers dito ngayon. I mean, it's hard to keep because
Yeah.
it's competitive, di ba? Everybody's trying to get everybody needs to get good employees, and of course, and especially skilled and talented videographers. How do you build that for your team?
Because RJ, the relationship does not only happen for my clients. The relationship I build is also with my team. They are our family, and I think if you treat them well, and if they see that you're genuinely caring for them, they will stay. And you know what? Track record namin talaga, wala kaming taong napapirate for the last 19 years. Walang taong, halos walang umaalis. We just had a kickoff party and we awarded loyalty awards for 20 years.
Wow.
Not even properly launched pa yung Nice Print, andyan na sila with us. So 15 years, 12 years, they don't leave. And we're so grateful because in this world na napakadaming opportunities and napakadaming pwedeng puntahan. And for them to stay, it just really shows that alam nilang mahal namin sila.
I see.
And we'll take care of them till the end.
So it's really building relationships not just with the clients but more importantly with the team, with the talented individuals because they are your capital. Yan yung
Yes.
capital mo sa negosyo.
Exactly. Hindi pwedeng pabayaan yun. And you know what, RJ? I go back, no? Nung pandemic, I remember that was March 12, the day of the lockdown. I was crying in the office, like really crying. Kasi hindi ko alam magbubukas pa ba uli ang industry, kailan? And these people all depend on us, not just them, but their kids, their wives. And I was so heartbroken because I told my husband, JB, sabi ko, kung tayong dalawa, kakain tayo. Kahit 2 years, 3 years siguro yung pandemic, there will be food on the table, right? Because kahit papaano nakapag-ipon ka naman, di ba, for the rainy day. But these people, we cannot stop. We have to pivot, do something during the pandemic because we have to give livelihood to these people. And I told them that day, March 12, I cannot forget. I really told them, kung kakain kami ng 3 times a day, kayo din.
Wow.
And there will always be food on your table. And that's the promise that we will never let you down. At hahawakan namin yung kamay nyo hanggang matapos tayo sa pandemic. And thank God, we got through that and nobody left. And they all felt the love. And they said after that, Mom, talagang alam namin, kahit ano pang mangyari, hindi kami aalis.
Wow. So, and that proof na yan is the loyalty award that have been coming out for you guys
Yeah.
over here. And it's, so for you, it's more than just a job. It's really parang a calling na to.
A
Yung like,
calling, yeah, it's something that it's a blessing actually.
it's a blessing.
If I should say, it's not just work, it's not just business, it's not just money. It's a blessing really to be able to touch the lives of our people and to be able to be a part of people, our clients' lives, 'di ba? To make them happy seeing their SDE, and like 20 years, 10 years down the road, may titingnan silang videos and photos. What a blessing.
Now, what I'm very interested in is now I'm going to go to your entrepreneurship side because believe ako sa'yo bilang isang entrepreneur because Nice Print is just one of your businesses. I'm just looking through the different businesses that you run. You have Nice Print, you have Gray Manila, you have Knockville Favors, you've got Cremosa, Speedster, Concepts Place MNL, the Concept Room Studio, Wallery PH, Petnizer.
Print Divas,
Meron pa Print Divas,
Rapid
di ba?
Day,
Rapid Day. So that's 10.
For Rent, hindi ko
For
pa
rent,
na-update.
wala, hindi pa updated to yung aking,
Updated Rent
hindi pa
Unlimited,
updated
medyo
to.
madami, yeah.
So you were really, you were really trained as an entrepreneur or was it part of your upbringing? Nasa DNA mo ba yung pagiging isang entrepreneur?
Pakiramdam ko nasa DNA.
Mm-mm.
It's something you don't learn from school.
Mm-mm.
Growing up, I saw how hardworking my parents were,
Mm-mm.
especially my mom. She was a working mom. She would work at night in the fish port. We were a broker for a fishing company. So, sobrang sipag nung nanay ko. Wow, talagang she's my idol.
Mm-mm.
And all those years, I was looking at her and I said, I want to become this. To be a mom and an entrepreneur at the same time and a wife, and it is possible because she was able to do it. And she taught me so many things, like yun na nga, no, hard work for one.
Mhm.
Hindi yan mahuhulog sa lap mo, Char, if you don't
Mm.
work hard for it. She would always tell me that time na whatever happens, anak, you protect your name, your credibility.
Mm.
So, mga ganong life lessons. And then, my dad naman would always tell me, anak, if you dream big.
Mm.
'Di ba? Walang bayad mangarap. And you can do it. 'Di ba? Para bang ang sinasabi ng tatay ko na is, if you aim, aim high. Kasi nga, sky's the limit, no?
Oo.
Walang masama kung mangarap. So,
anong nangyari yun sa'yo? Let's say, you grew up, and I'm just asking because for many people over here, they're wondering, especially mga nanay, kagaya nila na, should they feel guilty na sometimes that they are working very hard and they don't get to see the kids that often? Kasi, like my wife, we are also entrepreneurs, di ba? So,
Yeah.
unlike, work is not 8 to 5. Work sa
Yeah.
atin is 24/7 because negosyo natin yan eh.
agree.
How should they feel about raising the kids when they are also entrepreneur? Kasi entrepreneur rin yung mami mo, di ba? Tama ba
Entrepreneur
ako?
my mom, entrepreneur ako, my most of my siblings are.
Mm-mm. Should they feel
You know,
bad about the kids? Oo.
it's a very valid feeling,
Mm-mm.
RJ. I feel that once in a while. I feel that, but it's really about time management.
Mm-mm.
Kahit naman nasa bahay ka 24/7 bilang mommy, kung hindi ka naman talaga nakakapag-connect ng matino sa anak mo, parang ganun din eh.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So it's not the number of hours, I think. It's really quality time. So what we do, Jibby and I, we really take time to have dates with them. And we're always ever present in all their life's milestones. Wala akong mamimiss na PTA. In fact, ano pa ako, class parent representative pa ako.
Parang may oras ka pa wala mag-class representative pa.
May
Grabe,
oras pa. Class parent
Wow.
rep ako for 12 years in Ateneo.
Wow.
And I was a level director for Assumption
Wow.
for my daughter. So, again, it's all about time management. If you love what you do, you'll make it all happen.
Oh. At parang nakikita ko sa'yo that you have to, like for myself, no, I'm just saying na how I reflect is that you have to show the kids that you like the work, you enjoy the work, and it's supporting what you're doing. Nakakaaral ka dito because of this entrepreneurial work.
Nakaka-travel tayo dahil
Nakaka-travel
dito.
ka. But their exposure also makes them entrepreneurs, di ba?
Yes, that's something I'm very, very proud of. Sancho,
Oo.
my eldest son, he just turned 18 and he's such a big help for the company. Wow, talagang napaka-present niya sa lahat ng Viber chat groups, sa bridal fair, yan ang taga-benta, taga-explain sa clients. He's just everywhere, and he's He's actually taking ME in Ateneo. It's not a joke, RJ. ME is the hardest course in Ateneo. And yet, he's able to juggle it and do everything perfectly. So, I guess, kita niya yun sa magulang niya, no? As an example, kay papa niya at saka sa akin na, kaya pala. Pwede naman palang mag-aral at magtulong sa trabaho, still have time for friends and everything. So, there's so much time in the day.
And it's good example na sineset ng mga magulang. I think that's what's very
I
very
guess
key.
ang bottom line is it's really about what you grew up in or what you grew up with, how you were raised. It's such a big factor. So secondary ibang bagay, pero yun talaga yung number one. Kung ano yung nakita mo sa magulang mo.
Okay. I wanna go into yung kwento mo sa Niceprint. Sabi mo nga entrepreneur ka, but was Niceprint the first business that you did? Or marami ba kang negosyo hanggang umabot ka sa Niceprint?
Naku, madami. My God, RJ. Right after college, yung una naming negosyong tinayo, kasi yun lang naman yung kaya nung money namin that time ni Jib. We were boyfriend-girlfriend.
Okay.
So we just had, not much. So we did Orbits. If you remember.
Yung Orbis yung mga small donuts, yun ba yan?
Hindi, yung pearls.
Yung pearls!
Yung parang Zagu.
Oo.
So yun yung una naming business together. Natuwa kami, parang, wow, okay pala mag-business. So that was the first attempt. And then we did Konica, Photo
Okay.
Express.
Okay.
So to the Gen Z na hindi na alam po yun yung bago makuha yung picture mo, kailangan pa-develop mo muna.
Oo.
'Di ba? Pupunta ka sa Kodak, sa Konica, mainit-init pa 'yon, 'di ba? Yung I remember that. Mainit-init pa tong picture, tapos only to find out exposed lahat. Naku,
Nako.
lumabas. So anyway, kidding aside, so that's Konica Photo Express. So that was the second one. And then we ventured into Video City franchise. So that's under Viva. So video naman. And then so it all started there. And then after that nanganak to Niceprint.
Okay. I have a question. Nung nagsimula ka ng negosyo, were you very successful at the start or may time na talagang medyo bumaksak yung negosyo, it didn't do too well? Especially at the very start.
At the very start, alam mo RJ, I would like to give a sad story about it, pero parang talagang God was so gracious to us. There was not much struggle, no?
Oo.
In terms of entering into the entrepreneurship world. May struggle nung maglilipat na. Meaning, when ma-obsolete na si Konica,
Yan.
film,
Oo.
yan, talagang, my God, maiyak-iyak kami. That was 2004, 2005. We felt like the world was changing into digital world. And we were left with we would be left with 8 machines.
Oh, wow.
Konica, and it's not a joke, mahal.
Oo.
Anong gagawin natin? Parang ipapakilo na lang natin to, Jib. Diba? Ganon talaga eh. Kasi sino pa magpapaprint? Eh, lahat digital na. So that was so tough. Like, it could break you.
Oo.
Because all our capital was there. We had loans, diba, to pay. And so one day, nag-break kami ni Jib, I remember. And then we said, my uncle, my ninong sa kasal and sa binyag, Ninong William Tulim, who's the owner of
So, Mega Sardines.
Mega
Oo.
Sardines, Mega Tuna. So he's my ninong, no? They're the best friends of my mom. Growing up, he would always say one thing, and it's stuck in my head. Sabi niya, Char, happy ako sa ginagawa mo. Pero whatever happens, you stick to your core competence. Meaning to say, kung feeling mo, nandito ka na sa linya ng photo video, huwag ka nang lilihis ha. Diyan ka lang. So it got stuck in my head. So nung nagkakaroon na ng struggle, kasi nga, mamamatay na yung film industry, I told Jib, but we need to stay where we are. So I think the best thing to do is do service. And Jib was challenging me and said, why? Sabi ko, kasi, no matter with the technology advancement, people would still need people to shoot for them. Hindi ka naman mag-shoot ng sarili mong wedding in the same way na a barbershop won't cut his own hair. So that was my logic, right? So I was like, let's do service. And nakita ko kasi doon sa Konica, RJ, sobrang limiting kasi pag retail, parang napasok ako kasi meron siyang price cap.
Mm.
Tama?
Oo, tama.
Siyempre, kung ano yung presyo ni Agfa, tatapatan ni
Oh,
Mitsubishi,
hindi mo pwedeng itaas
hindi mo
yan.
pwede
You have
taasan.
to, dapat pantayin mo yan.
Hanggang doon
Oh.
ka lang, di
Mm-mm,
ba?
mm-mm.
So sabi ko, I realized, pag service, bongga. You know, depends on your marketing strategy. You can dictate better.
Kasi you can put mga value added yan, di ba? Pwede mo
Exactly.
dagdagan ng
Or
dagdagan.
nobody will question,
Mm-mm.
why are you priced this way and this one is that? Because it's service. So it
Mm-mm.
depends on pagalingan to. Galing ng
Pagalingan.
serbisyo, galing ng output, bilis ng output, diba? Etc. And the rest is history. So that's when it started. And the second struggle was, RJ, oh my God. So that was 2005, right? I was
Mhm.
starting to, dig into this and that, trying bridal fairs here and there, mga small time pa nun, sa gitna ng SM North EDSA, blah, blah,
Mm-mm.
blah. Try out. Male-dominated
Mm-mm.
ang wedding photo video, especially that time.
Mhm.
Actually, up to now di ba? Talaga namang karamihan pa rin lalaki.
That's right.
Pero 20 years ago, talagang
Wal-
lahat lalaki.
Wala. Oh.
Yung WPPP nung time na yun, they're just all men.
Mm-mm.
So I was like, getting into an industry wherein ako lang yung parang babae. Hindi pa ako nag-shoot. So that was like so unheard of.
Mm-mm.
Na parang, that was really such a struggle. How to build a company na hindi na nga ako lalaki. Hindi pa ako shooter. So, and against all odds, thank you, Lord, we were able to make it through.
Wow. What is the biggest challenge? Kasi at that time, when you're trying to get on board clients, what were the struggles that you had to go through? At paano mo, kumbaga, how were you able to overcome or surpass? Anong strategy mo yan?
Yun nga, nung time na yun, unheard of. Pagka nagbebenta ka na hindi ikaw yung shooter. Diba?
Mm-mm.
So, ang hirap. Para bang, I guess it was one of the first in the industry na hindi ka studio owner. Hindi ako studio owner and yet I was able to build this company to where it is right now. So, again, it's just really a lot of hard work. It's a lot of explaining, a lot of, tawag dito, trust and confidence na uubra naman pala. Pwede naman pala yung ganitong dynamics.
Was there a time that you wanted to give up? Sabi mo, ayoko na kasi nag-shift ka from Konica to services, di ba?
Yeah.
Video services. Na sabi mo, baka, James, ayoko na. Was there, did ever come a time like that?
Nako, RJ, fighter ako. So it will never happen. I'm born to be a fighter. I've always been a fighter. And when I set my mind to it, with the Lord's help, kayang-kaya.
Wow. So, nag-build up yung Nice Print. But I know that there came a point for you na talaga yung turning point na talaga nakilala yung Nice Print. What was that opportunity that came out for you? That moment you said, okay.
Eto na.
Nice
Eto
Print.
na. 2006 kami nag-launch. 2010 was the biggest break. We were able to do the wedding of Ogie and Regine Velasquez, which was such a big wedding. Much talked about. Kumbaga, hindi pa masyado social media noon, pero viral na viral kahit sa magazines. So that was the first. And they really placed us on the map. Kumbaga, naging legit, naging wow, andun ka na. Kumbaga, arrive ka na. So, to this day, I'm so happy. I just had a dinner with Ogie and Regine, I think a month ago. And full circle na rin. We're doing the wedding of Leila, the daughter of Ogie. And I've told them, which I've told them many times, I just said again, Ogs, Reg, we'll always be grateful to you guys. Because when nobody has trusted us in terms of celebrity, nung time na yun, wala pa kami napapatunayan. And yet, you gave your 100% trust. And to this day, I will always be grateful. And then Ogie naman and Reg, the humble people that they are, they will always say, but Char, we were just instruments by the Lord. But that's still you and Jib. We saw how hardworking you were all these years. You never stopped. And, we're just really, really happy to be part of your success. So, galing, nakakatuwa.
And in 2010, so very popular before, both video and photo. I mean, the thing is, as you become more popular for celebrities in doing celebrity work, that's built on your relationship building.
Tama.
But then, in terms of the trends, how do you make sure right now they're catching? They're it's quickly evolving. How do you guys stay updated to make sure not just trends? It's not just equipment. It's also the trends.
Yeah, whatever's click these days, right? Okay. Here's the secret. I'm a very good observant. I always see kung saan yung opportunities. I always get to see and observe kung ano yung wala sa market. In the same way, for trends, alam mo, ang nakakatuwa kasi, syempre pag ikaw yung photographer at
Mm.
videographer, RJ, buong araw, shoot ka na.
Mm.
Shoot. Hirap. You hardly have time to check your phone, to check on whatever, to travel for new trends and all that. But since I'm a studio owner, I'm always to talk with all these things. Um, nararamdaman ko yung pulso ng kliyente ko. Kasi to this day, I'm handling all our social media pages.
Really? Wow.
Up to this day, RJ. So I guess that's one secret. I don't have a social media group that handles it for me. Nice Print is organic in a sense na ako lang ang merong access to it.
Mhm.
So all the posts that you see is me.
Wow. Impressed.
know,
I'm
so-
impressed.
So that's one thing, and to stay updated and in the know, you have to know your market. And how else would you know it? Eh di, talaga namang social media is the way.
Mm.
So I never let go of that.
Hey, his name is Chico Garcia,
And his name is Gino Killiamore.
and together we are Only Fun.
That's right, for only $12 a month.
Ah.
Joke.
But if you're willing to pay, why not? No, we're from a podcast that talks about movies, TV shows. Basically, we do reviews of K-dramas, whatever is on streaming, whatever is on cinemas. We also get to occasionally interview celebrities, actors, directors.
And of course, infused with our own witty brand of humor and slice of life.
Wow. I guess we don't infuse a lot.
Check it out.
There were times when GB would say, ang dami-dami nating tao, ba't ba hindi mo pa i-let go yan? Yung pagpo-post, pagka-caption. And I say, kuha ko yung pulso ng kliyente ko eh. So, ako mag-post. The timing and everything. And I'm just so happy that it's so organic. And we've reached 1 million on Instagram,
Wow.
2.5 million on Facebook, almost 1 million on YouTube, 300, almost 200,000 on TikTok, which we just opened. And it's been great, right? Kasi nga, talagang dugot pawis yun, RJ.
Wow. I can see that one.
Yeah.
I have talking about doing social media work. I'm curious to find out, if you were to share with entrepreneurs who have to have the social media account, what are the things that you've learned from doing social media that you can share also with entrepreneurs?
About sa social media,
Mm.
consistency.
Mm.
You have to be consistent. You cannot just post once a month.
Mm.
I mean, not only because of the algorithm, but it gives a sense of feeling kasi for clients na when they see your page and updated na parang, uy, 1 day ago may post. Nakakatuwa eh. Alam mong active tong group na to. Active tong kumpanyan to. May sasagot sa akin sa DM.
Mm.
As opposed to a social media page that posts once a month or once a year, right?
I see.
So I guess that's one, consistency. Number 2, I always do posts that's not just aesthetically beautiful, but also something that people can learn from. We've started 10 Things NP, for example, hashtag 10 Things NP. From weddings, we highlight 10 beautiful items or things that we saw in that wedding, and it becomes like like a mood board peg for the clients, for soon to wed clients. Tutuwa sila, they save it, and it's become like hindi lang titignan, may interaction. So yon, something to learn from. So that's one thing we do. We always give tips. And then yun nga, you always have to be up to date with the trends. Like I'm very proud that we're the first or one of the first ones to introduce in the Philippines yung tawag ko NP Magic. So it's the best way to distribute your photos. Okay, di ba RJ, punta tayo wedding. Bisita ka. Eh di, mali mo, photo video, si Nice Print. Sabihin mo lagi, my gosh, paano ko kaya makukuha yung official photos ko? So either kukulitin mo yung couple or mangungulit ka sa coordinator para lang makuha yung pictures mo of that night. So what we developed is that we give all the guests QR code. You just access it, register your name, take a selfie, and automatically, right on the spot, you'll get access to the official photos of Nice Print from that evening.
Wow.
Lahat ng nahagip yung mukha mo, kahit kahit dulo ng tenga mo.
I see. So that's why you're taking the selfie of the person.
Yes. Galing. And
galing.
it's sala na, meaning filtered. You're gonna get it's AI assisted and with face recognition. So it's one of the first in Manila. So yun yung sinasabi ko na kailangan may lagi kang ibibigay na bago. Hindi pwedeng kung ano yung ginagawa ko 5 years ago, yun pa rin. So there's always something new. And we always try to be the trendsetter.
And when you do that one, what I like what you said kanina, kailangan maging observant ka. Diba? You have to be an observer of opportunity. If you were to take that not just sa wedding, but in a larger perspective, ano bang philosophy, yung parang, what's your business philosophy in observing? How do you spot?
What do you mean? Again.
Usually, pag di ba sabi mo, you're a good observer of things.
Yeah.
Give me an example of, how do you do your trend spotting, your observing? What makes it
Okay.
different? Oh.
Example, I saw the niche for invitations. So I already had nice print that time, and then I saw na parang konti yung players sa invitations company. So we started Print Divas. And then now I would like to think that we're one of the most longest running na invitations company. So ganon, no? You just really have to see what the market needs. But, more importantly than that, than being an observant, is to actually be a doer. Right? I guess that's the takeaway from all this. You can observe things and realize that this is something that's going to be a hit. And yet you didn't do anything about it. Bukas may mauuna na sa'yo. So, yun yung lagi ko sinasabi when I also do talks, that the most expensive thing in this world is an idea. Is a perfect idea. And if you have that, wow, diba? Sky's the limit. As opposed to, napakadami kong kapital. Pero wala akong idea at wala akong passion para simulan. Eh di, iba lang din ang gagawa kaysa sa'yo. So yon. So ako talaga, ganun ako. Like, driven. When I see it, bukas, research ko na yun. Gagawin ko na yun. At saka, RJ, all these years, what's funny is, I never based anything on research. Like research meaning, yung pagbibilang ka, ilan ang count ng taong dadaan dito para sa rapid
market size,
market sizing, ganyan. Hindi eh. Ako talaga, I'm blessed that gut feel gets na eh. And you know what? Siguro one takeaway that I want to say is, if you want to get into business, sana start nila when they're young. Which was what happened to us, me and Jibby. We were 21. And why? Why do I say that? Because when you're young, on the practicality side, wala ka pa obligasyon. Wala kang anak, wala kang household, wala kang bills. Number 2, pag bata ka, you can make mistakes. And then rise up again. And rebuild. And do it all over again. And nobody can take that away from you. Yung mawala isang kumpanya sa'yo, pero nasa yung skill, yung know-how, yung passion, kaya mo ulitin yun. Bukas makalawa.
I love that. And it's probably because you're driven and ikaw doer ka, that you produce 10 plus companies. My question is, I know that, now I realize how you think. So, yung na-develop yung iba't ibang companies, more like you were thinking, may niche dito na hindi sinasagot, diba? That's how you kind of got into all of them. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, my question now is that, I'm not questioning how good you are as an entrepreneur, but how do you manage to have 10 companies and you're still running all of them? What's your secret behind that?
Okay, one word, delegation. I've learned it through the years. Before, I was just really doing everything on my own. But you will never grow as big if you don't know how to trust people and you don't know how to, like work side by side with these talented people in the office and all that. So I've learned to delegate and just really trust the process and make para bang i-mentor sila para gumaling din sila and they can think like me somehow and work like me and decide like me. So yon, may mga managers na ako dyan na magagaling. And some of the managers, I've made them part owners.
Wow, so para may ownership, they will run it well kasi part owner sila.
Correct.
It happens in business sometimes that somebody doesn't do well. the trust is broken.
Nangyari na sa amin
I'm
yan.
sure this happened to all of us.
All
Pag
of us.
nagnegosyo tayo, how do you handle that situation?
Ako kasi, I don't dwell as a person. I don't dwell on negative things,
Mhm.
RJ. That's me. I don't like to be the bearer of bad news. Gusto ko positive. Gusto ko happy lang. So pag may mga ganong struggles, let's say may employee ka na did something wrong for the company, I learn from it. And then I move on.
I see.
And it will never change my perspective or trust in this world just because of that one person. I always say, Jibs, this is an isolated case. Hindi ibig sabihin lahat ng empleyado natin. Ganun. So you learn from it. Diba? You pray harder that the Lord will protect us from people like that.
Yes, yes.
It's part of my prayer every night.
Yes.
And so far, okay naman. Parang one time lang yun.
Okay. It happens. I mean, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the
And
worst
you learn
of
from
us.
it diba?
You learn from it. It's mas importante you learn from it. Can I ask, talking about learning from it, usually, we learn the most sa failures natin.
Yeah.
Diba? So, ano naging pinakamalaking failure mo in business that ultimately became your best learning in business?
Ano ba? I guess talagang yung iniyakan ko, no, ng todo. Nag-iisip ako mabilis. Yeah. Yung iniyakan ko ng todo, I guess, was that one person nga, I was saying na, she was able to manipulate in terms of money. She was able to steal talaga quite a lot, no? So, sakit nun. Not because of the monetary aspect lang, but because that was 10 years ago. So, I was pretty young pa. I was 30s. Na parang, yung trust mo sa mundo, masishake a bit na parang, pwede pala yun. Minahal mo yung empleyado na to like your own, like family. And it was really the betrayal that really got into me na, how can you do that? Na, pwede ka naman to get a loan, to ask for help, diba? But to me kasi integrity is everything. So that shook me a bit na parang sabi ko nga, pwede pala mangyari yon, Jib. Kasi nga we were just very, very trusting with everything. So from then on, syempre sabi ko nga, positive ako, we move on. Pero medyo magta-tighten ka, 'di ba, nung mga loopholes. So we learned from it and we got parang double checking. 'Di ba? Hindi pwedeng sobrang trust lang. Sa sistema pala, kailangan pala sa kumpanya may magaling na sistema. So that's the time that we invested on a very, very good accounting system. Na nung una parang ayaw mo kasi, mahal naman. Ganyan. Pero, it's part of business. It's part of capitalization. It's part of learning and it's part of being bigger. So, yun. Ang nagturo sa akin naman nun, si Ninong William pa rin. Si Ninong William talaga, grabe. And my mom also, she said, anak, in business, hindi lalaki ang kumpanya kung wala kang magaling na sistema. Yeah. Hindi ko maintindihan nung una. Yun pala yun.
I like that.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from you also from this discussion. Now, I want to talk now to let's say, for the people getting married, the engaged couples. What are the things that they need to remember sometimes that they take for granted, but that as a wedding supplier, especially videographer, what do you want them to know?
Okay, sometimes, the couples kasi with all the social media things that you see, they get so involved and in love and just so into the wedding planning and the wedding aesthetic and the wedding pegs, and they forget to enjoy that day. I mean, like, so sayang, diba? I mean, guys, you're only gonna get married once. You just have to trust that you got the best teams, you got the best coordinator, you got the best photo video to capture your moments, and just, let loose and be happy that day. I see kasi couple sometimes like, my God, papasok na lang sa reception, RJ, iniisip pa yung checklist niya. Diba? Na parang, tama ba yung kanta? I get that because, syempre, one-time bride ka lang pero siguro, you just have to remember that day is really just about you and your husband. And more than anything, I also want to say people invest so much on their wedding day, but cliche as it may sound, wow, invest on your marriage.
Yes,
Which really happens the day after your wedding. The wedding day is one day, but the day after onwards is just really what's more crucial.
Exactly.
So, go to as many seminars as possible. Talk to the bishop who's gonna, ikakasal kayo ni Bishop Sok, for example. Diba, have that guidance. And just really invest on the day after also. Huwag kalimutan yon. Importante yung wedding day. Syempre, lahat tayo.
Oo.
Part niyan. Pero, yun nga, huwag niyong kalimutan na yung forever mas importante.
And also speaking about getting your wedding videographer or photographer, what should they remember? Of course, we all want to get nice print.
Yeah.
But how do they know that, how do you what do you have to look for when you approach a wedding videographer or photographer?
I think that they should be as authentic to themselves as possible. I know you see a lot of trends, no? To the brides, to the grooms. Pero in the end, importante kung sino kayo eh. Like, for example, hindi nyo naman personality yung parang pa-model-model sa prenup. Hindi naman kailangan ipilit. If you're really gamers, for example, or you like off-road, diba, in Punatubo, I've done hundreds and thousands of prenup shoots, for example, and let your personality shine. Yun yung importante. Kasi in the end, we want to capture those happy moments between you and your fiancé. And on the wedding day, yun nga, with the many trends and all that, siguro it's important that when you approach your photo video team, that you discuss what you like, what you don't like, the do's and the don'ts, and you say, there are so many pegs nga, papakita mo na this is the song that we like, for example, and you can have as many discussions with your photo video team, and they should listen. And that's our secret kasi, RJ. Wala kaming cookie cutter na one size fits all. Diba? Because we have many teams, hindi kami mag-insist na, ang 40 namin dark eh. Dark tayo. Or 40 namin happy and bright. Puro happy and bright. O 40 namin ganito, yung medyo directed. Wala kaming ganon. And if you see our page, the clients see that there's no one style. Because, again, why would it be just one, RJ? When these are hundreds of couples with different preferences. So we do and collaborate with what our clients want. And then I have 10 photographers, for example. Alam ko, sa isang kita ko sa kliyente, pinakitaan ako ng sample ng shot na gusto niya. Alam ko by heart kung sino yung photographer na i-assign ko.
Yan yung secret mo pala. Your secret is that as a studio owner, alam mo kung sino yung bagay na videographer at photographer for
mas
the
classic ang shots,
personality.
Kung mas bagets ang approach, mas candid ang approach, mas Gen Z yung feels, we have everything under this company.
Got that. If you don't mind me asking, I know it's a bit self-serving, but I've worked with you for so many times. What do you also see as me, like when you get a host, what do you like about the hosting that I do for wedding reception programs that make it ideal for certain couples?
Well, ako talaga, I always say, RJ, in general, yun yung buhay ng reception. Getting the best host. Kasi pagka sobrang boring talaga nung host, talagang babagsak yung crowd, yung mood
energy,
ng crowd, energy. So, what I like about you, RJ, is you're spontaneous, you can do ad-libs, you can follow the script, kahit ano pa yan in between. You can stretch the program, di ba? Pag medyo hindi pa tapos si SD, pero hindi nangyayari sa amin yan, alam mo yan. Always on time kami, RJ.
Exactly.
Pero alam ko gaano kahirap sa host yun, na magsistretch kasi hindi pa tapos si SDE mo. But you don't do things na parang by the book. You're always so flexible. And just like me, I see myself in you. You build really good relationships with your clients. And to this day, I see that you have so much passion in what you do. And yeah, that's what's great about it. That's what makes you stay in this business, di ba?
That's what makes us stay in all businesses.
Exactly. Hindi pwedeng yung galing lang.
passionate.
Kasi kung galing lang, mapapalitan ka bukas.
Exactly.
You have to build
exactly.
relationships.
Build relationships. I think that's one of the secrets of Nice Print in building really great relationships.
Tsaka,
with people.
ang nakalimutan ko sabihin sa'yo, relationship ko sa kliyente. I explained. Relationship ko sa mga tao ko. That's very much established. And also, I invest relationship with my co-suppliers.
Mm.
I'm there on your birthday. I'm there
My
on
birthday, yeah, you were
your
there for my birthday.
birthday.
Oh, that's
You
right.
know what I mean? When you're very genuine with how you deal with people, babalik sa'yo eh. They know it. They know that you take time to be with them, to make them feel special. Because that's also how I want it to be. 'Di ba? Na maramdaman nung mga coworkers ko sa industry that I'm dependable, that meron ako isang salita. When I say I go, I will go. Kahit gumagapang na ako, I
Yeah.
will go. And pag may mga nganak, ako yung first magpapadala ng balloons. Pag merong may sakit, ako yung first magpapadala ng flowers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those little things and gesture, it counts.
Mm.
And it's part and parcel of where Nice Print is right now.
Mm.
Because I care.
Yeah.
And again, we go back to where we started. Yun yung puso.
I get that's where I see now how important relationship has been as a foundation for building Nice Print. Now, moving forward, this has been such a great interview. I've learned so much.
Thank
I
you.
want to go back to the entrepreneurs naman now.
Yeah.
If you were to take lahat ng mga natutunan mo, from all the hard work, the challenges, yung iniyakan mo, what would you like to share with entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs here right now? If whether they want to enter the wedding videographer industry or they just want to become entrepreneurs, what would you want to share with them?
In general, I mentioned this a while ago. If you have an idea, you just have to go for it. Walang mawawala. I mean, because that idea can turn into something so great, so big, and everything starts from something so small, and you'll really never know unless you try. So you have to keep trying. Kung hindi mag-succeed sa first, do it again and do it again until you hit it. So that's my first tip.
Mm-hmm.
Siguro number 2, RJ, it's really putting so much hard work into things. Walang instant. You know, I've said many times, yung gabi ginagawa kong araw, yung araw ginagawa kong gabi, especially in the first years of Nice Print. Yung pag-babies, no? I have 3 kids and they're like 5 years apart, RJ.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could not juggle having sunod-sunod na kids and building this other baby, which is Nice Print. So, may sakripisyo. A lot of sacrifices, a lot of days na sleepless nights, and it's part of it. It's part of growing, it's part of the success, and there's just really no business that's easy. There's a lot of learning lessons, but yeah, a lot of tears, a lot of sleepless nights, but it's all good. It's all part of it.
Got it. And finally, what's your tip for all the soon-to-be weds out there, both when they prepare for the wedding reception program and after the wedding reception program?
During the reception program, what do you mean? Sorry, RJ.
What are your tips for soon-to-be wed couples? What are your final tips for soon-to-be weds that you want them to remember?
Yun nga. So, to the soon-to-weds, guys, you just really have to enjoy the day. You can just imagine it happens like 14 hours tops. And it just flies so quickly. Super bilis. Oh my God. You have to cherish every single moment of it. And, you know, on a practicality side or on the medyo tip na natutunan ko recently, RJ, hindi na uso ngayon yung surprise grand entrance ng couple sa reception.
Mm-mm.
Mas uso na ngayon, and I feel like, wow, I'm a fan of this. Sumama na kayo sa cocktails pa lang, guys.
Mm.
I mean, ang laki kasi nung bagay na sumama kayo sa cocktails eh. Kasi that's the time you can really get to mingle with your friends and your family. Because once the program starts, they're just in front and they're watching and they're, you know, dancing and cutting the cake. And to my medyo younger brides and grooms, talagang when they come to us for the timeline, mag-uusap kami, sabihin talaga nila, oh, yung in-between shoot we wanted like, can you do it 20-minute stops, 30-minute stops? Because we want to be there for the sunset cocktails. And we're like, okay, we work fast. We can do it. And we're very happy that you'd be able to mingle with your friends and drink with them.
Okay.
So, yeah, yun yung medyo new trend na natutuwa ako.
I like that. And any advice for after the wedding day?
After the wedding day. Ano ba? Eh di yun na nga. Invest kayo well on your marriage. Wow. Save up also for your honeymoon. Because that's also, as much as once in a lifetime yung wedding mo, wag mo namang ubusin doon. Tira ka konti sa honeymoon kasi, you'll also have a lot of memories for your first travel together as husband and wife. And to this day, I remember my honeymoon, and it's spectacular, right? I mean, to be with your husband or your 5-day-old husband mo and to discover new things together. Galing. So parang for me, yung budgeting dapat medyo medyo controlled din. Part wedding, magtira tayo sa honeymoon kasi once in a lifetime din yan. And then of course, para sa bahay and all that, right? Let's be practical, guys.
That's
Hindi
right.
pwedeng ubusin sa isang araw lahat ng eggs.
That's right. And finally, for those who want to work with Nice Print, how do they get in touch with you guys?
Nako, sa lahat ng avenue, RJ, alam mo naman, we're all over. My gosh. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, kung saan-saan po. Bridal fairs, we're part of all the major bridal fairs. We're the major sponsor for most of it,
That's
if
right.
not all.
That's right.
So, for sure, mahahanap niyo po kami. But yeah, Instagram and Facebook is the best.
And with that, thank you so much, Charisse. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
being here.
RJ.
Being part of the RJ Ledesma podcast. Really,
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
So
Thank you so
fun.
much, The Nice Print.
Thank you.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.